Well, hello, everybody. We are live with, hello, everybody. First, but it's like one at a time. And we're gonna go through and pick out a deck for this. It's against AI opponents, so if you're trying to play a game where you don't want to be super intense about playing against other people, this is for that. For twice the amount, you can do the regular drafts, and I'm planning on heading into that once I get a little bit more familiar with the different draft setups. But we're going to be just going into a Forge run right now. So if you guys have thoughts and or questions about what sort of run we should go for, go ahead and put it in there. I don't know what's the best here. Frenzy, create and draw a 5/5 dragon with flying. It's a 6-mana 5/5. In order to do this, we have to be in both red and blue. We have a 4 mana for an O2 pinger, or we have ramp. We are going to go for the... Oh, did any frames drop? No, we're still here. We're going to go with the... we don't need that much ramp. I'm just going to go for the... as much as I really like red, but the issue is that the dragons require 2 colors to play. I'm going to go for the Stormcaller here as just a part of a ping. Now, in the Forge, the way that it works is that you're not locked into your colors until you pick 2 colors, and then you're locked into those 2 colors. So we could take the Wisdom of the Elders here as a good, divination effect, if we didn't want to, if we wanted to, postpone picking what we wanted. Now we draw a unit or weapon, it gets +1/+1. Double Doors seems like it could be pretty good if we're trying to go. I think taking Wisdoms of the Elders, though, keeps us a little more, keeps us out of a color right now. Do we want to be blue-red? Overwhelm, deal 5 damage to unit without Overwhelm. 5 mana for 5 damage ping, or 1 mana, 1/1 contract when exhaust an enemy unit with less than the wielder. This does not seem worth taking. This seems okay as being removal, but I still don't know if it's worth getting into the red right now. Once retreating, you may pay 4 and deal 1 damage to the enemy player. This is a mana sink. This is just a straight-up mana sink. I'm going to take red for the removal. I think it's okay being in blue-red. None of those cards are particularly exciting. A 1 damage ping, that's pretty nice. Taking Grenadin, very good for aggressive strategies. We are not leaning aggressive right now. When you hit the enemy player, it gets +1, so scaling. This is a relic weapon, so it's actually 2 pings in 1 card, which just seems very useful in terms of cleaning things up in main phase 2. +2/+2 an overwhelm, deal 5 damage to a unit with flying. Okay. Flying, unleash if you have another unit with flying. Oh, 3 mana for a 2/2 flying is just a pretty reasonable stat line to have on a card in terms of having the aggression. Okay. Okay, so it's one of these cards. The hours are pretty good in terms of having sigil velocity and having little sack outlet later. This one is after you get to 6, you can then pay 6 to ramp 3 for the next turn. This one actually gives you more cards. Full tilt. Each unit deals damage to itself equal to its power. I'm going to go for the Hour of Linray. Get a bit of the sigils flowing through, as well as it just being a late-game mana sink to draw cards, which I think is just incredibly worthwhile in having. This is a weapon, so we play it on a unit itself. Whenever it hits the enemy player, create and draw a 2/2 grunt. That's pretty nice. But we need units first. Revenge is after it's killed, it goes to the top, and then we'll automatically play again for another time. Deal 4 damage to an enemy unit, 4 damage to the enemy player. We're going to take the Calderon Captain. I really want to see some nice, 2-drops. Some nice 2-drops are going to go a long way here. Charge, taunt, somebody may exhaust an enemy unit. So this is part of an aggro sort of game plan. We could go for another Captain and have sort of a Destiny Revenge drawing idea. The Granite I love the Granite Acolyte as a unit. It's very... middle of the road. It's a 3 mana 2/1, buff something else +2. But we don't have anything else earlier to play, so I'm going to go for another Captain right here. We really want to see some earlier units. How about this Sprite? Contract 4. Stun an enemy unit, it stays stunned while you have the Sprite. So we can have 4 debt, which means it steals from mana in future turns, or we can just have a 1 mana 1/1 flying. Give one of your units Overwhelm, it deals damage. So this is a removal spell with units. The wielder deals 3 damage to the enemy. I'm going to take the Sprite. It's not particularly exciting, but because I want to try to lean into having something on the lower curve. Trick Throw is pretty good. Gives us a little bit of early ping removal for opponents' 2-drops because we can't keep up with them. And this rifle, like, it seems like a very good top-end card if I felt more confident right now. We're leaning a bit more into having mana sinks as part of our top-end. Transform an enemy unit into a 1/1, so it removes anything with just big stats and turns it into just a 1/1 if that's what we're looking for. Give one of your units +1 health and then put a copy of it into your deck. It has fast, so we can buff things multiple times and 1 damage to each enemy. We're going to go for the Nevermore. It's like a polymorph effect, and polymorph effects are just fine. Do we want another polymorph effect or a relic weapon? Excuse me? Pardon that. We're going to go for the relic weapon here. The polymorph effects are good for specifically when you have things with big stats and pairing it with our pings. But having the relic weapon allows for a bit more flexibility. Or maybe this one's fast though, so we can actually hold up mana and transform. We also have a flying unit with more than 2 health, so we can transform their thing at quick speed and then block it. So we're going to prioritize having flyers with more than 1 health. Oh, Permafrost is just a pacifism effect. Just straight up will never unexhaust. This is a big relic weapon that just smashes a thing. Experimental Chamber. Summon, you may sacrifice a non-sentinel unit to play a 5/4 Sentinel exhausted. Once per turn, you may pay 2 and exhaust one of your units to scout. Well, that's interesting. Giving us a bit more of late game card filtering. We still don't have a ton of units, which I'm still worried about. Units are important. They're what you play to the board. I'm almost leaning to a pacifism effect based off of just wanting to have a bit more removal. We have 2 Nevermores, so I think I might go for the Chamber. We have the other Hour if we want it. We have another relic weapon. Deal 4 damage to the enemy player or site. When you draw a hero, you may discard a card to draw a raise from your void. So it's 3 mana to 4 damage to their hero, or like almost like a planeswalker sort of. We're gonna go for the Hour Skava, but it's not super exciting. Okay, Firemane Cub, that's pretty good. Disrupt is a very useful card to have for the edges when it comes up, but just a 1-drop. I need more units. I need more units that come down earlier. Inscribe means that we can always be a sigil if we don't need it as a fast combat trick. Frenzy doesn't let you attack. Do I just want a Piker? A 2 mana 3, a 2 mana 3/1. I will take the. This is not great. This is not great at all. I will take the Scalehide for the trading. Okay, this is a reasonable unit. 4 mana 3/3 pauses something for a turn, so we can get some time to deal with it. Absolutely excellent. When little brother damages a unit, stun that unit. That's adorable. I'll take another Frostpack Sprite. I feel like these are going to have, like, the contract thing is both a way to interact very early, while also in the late game having it just be like a 5 mana stun unit, which is fine. Totally fine. Searing Fist is that exact sort of removal of just Lava Coil something. 2 mana, deal it 4 damage. Weird gets quick draw this turn. Flying. So this is another flyer with more than 2 health for our Nevermores, so we can actually block them. It scales up whenever we deal them damage due to its frenzy, and I think we're doing with the addition of stuns. I'm feeling a bit more better on a removal total. Wielder gains taunt this turn. Charge, taunt, summon. You may exhaust an enemy unit. Negate an enemy spell unless the enemy player plays 3. That sounds like that spell pierce type of effect. Or mana leak sounds exactly what you'll want for exactly when you need it. Because we took the other flyer, I'm okay with taking another Nevermore. Oh, 2 mana 2/1 Looter? Perfect. The wielder deals 1 damage to an enemy. Icebow gives us another ping effect. I would like to have that cycling on the lower drop. Play a 4-attack Steel Chakram on one of your units. So this is 6 mana Steel Chakram so it's plus 2 mana for the Chakram in order to make it fast. So we can combat trick things on the block. Overwhelm, Unleash, Summon, Kill an enemy attachment. I like having some effect that does this. Attachments can be huge. Oh, ooh, 4 mana 2/2 whenever it attacks, draw a card. That's nice. Frenzy, the wielder gets quick draw this turn. So, having a surprise quick draw on units is very good. It helps really, really push damage. I want to keep cycling cards. Our last pick. Do we want it to be a 1 mana 1/1 with charge? Hey, it's a low drop. Do we want to be a life-changing meal, which transforms each of our units with a health of 3 or less into a random unit that costs 1 more, and each of our units that costs 4 more health. So it's a evolve effect. Or we just have a 6 mana 7/6. Is 1 mana 1/1 charge, taunt, and warcry. We already have a couple upper end things, and this is a card. Part of the Forge that's really nice is that you actually get to pick cards that you get to keep. So, I want a Hustler in my collection. And that's what we got. That is our deck, which, if I am correct, should fully appear on the sideboard or on the overlays for when we actually play. So that's the fingers crossed. If I knew how to do predictions, I would do that. I don't know how to do predictions. So if you're in the chat, just say what you think about the setup. Oh, Marktech X, thank you for the comments. I completely missed those going through the draft. If I am correct, I believe that Combre. Oh my gosh, this is really testing my internal knowledge. We're gonna be set up. We don't have anything to sacrifice to the chamber, and we have like our mana set up, but just nah. This is better. We actually do something with our mana at least early on, so it's like fine. This Stormcaller is gonna need to do a lot of work. 1 damage ping is gonna be important. If this 1 damage ping doesn't do everything I need it to do, then we're gonna be in a spot of trouble. That's good. That's good. We actually have something that both makes sure that we stay good on board as well as cycling through. We have this in order to cycle through our 6 mana. Yeah, I know Flyers definitely do a lot of work in any sort of limited setting. Overwhelm plus Unleash. Do we greed the 3 mana 3/2? We could so the thing is that we could greed it to play 2 3-drops on turn 6. But I'm really interested in getting anything started. Anything on board so we can play other effects, have our stuns actually count for something.
I bring word.
Inspire Chaplain attacks, draw just a sigil from your deck. Interesting. So the cool thing about Stormcaller, which is different from like say other games such as what am I trying to say? Games such as Magic the Gathering, is that you're allowed to basically tap your units for effects before on turns that can't even attack. Well, this Crackling Hustler is almost perfect to upgrade into a 5/4 Sentinel. Do I care about the Warcry? Not really. So I am going to sacrifice this in order to get Exhausted 5/4 for a future turn. They're very better stats. They are holding on to their 3/3 in order to draw a Justice Sigil from their deck.
Safe travels.
Seems reasonable. Okay, Amber Acolyte, drawing more sigils. That is going to be something that the Stormcaller can just take care of. Play our Primal Sigil. We'll start scouting soon. We start scouting on the next turn. Play our Stormcaller, exhaust it to deal 1 damage with that, and then we'll attack in with both. If they trade with our 3-drop, we're totally fine with it. And I'm cool with setting on the pressure, more so than caring about them getting extra Justice Sigil values. Yeah, Marktech X, thanks for the... Yeah, Flyers are just huge. It's just unblockable. Oh. Well, that's rough. The silence there is pretty rough. Let's see now. We are at the point where we can use our Hour of Lenari in order to cycle through a couple cards. But what we're going to do here is stun... We're going to stun the 3-3.
You aren't welcome here.
Do we present the trade with the 3-2? We do not present the trade. We attack. Yeah. They're going to do that. And then we are going to exhaust our 2 health unit in order to scout. Yeah, throw that sigil on the bottom. We don't need it. We don't need it. We do not need it. Martech X, do you have any comments or notes about the current draft format of Eternal? Because I have not drafted in a long time. We go in with everything here. Don't know what they're sitting on. They got me. They dazed me. They're down to 8. We are going to... Do we want to draw 2 cards and discard a card? Are we trying to scout and then get more things? Yeah, we're gonna activate our Arrow Ray, draw 2, discard 1. Nevermore Fire Main Cub. We're gonna discard our sigil here. And we're going to pass the turn. We have the Nevermore for transforming unit. Okay. Excellent. So we can straight up stun this unit. I like that. So we det 4 to stun there. Attack in here. Alright, we block there. They're at 5. And then at this point we save the 1 damage ping for whenever we want to take out something. Because the 1 damage ping can have a lot of use to it. Gain 5 life, you say. Gain 5 life. Interesting. They're at 10, and we have lethal on board. So unless they have something fast, well, they're stopping our flying unit from flying. Yeah, we do the check raise because they're either trying to draw for something, or if they pay for it, they're done for. And there we go. First win. It's looking good. We can do this thing. If this is your first time tuning into my stream, please drop a follow if you could. I would really appreciate it. On the path to trying to become a Twitch affiliate, and I stream a variety of games. I do Eternal, I do Shadowverse, and I do Yu-Gi-Oh! Master Duel. So for any of the thoughts, go ahead and just drop it in. We're going to keep all of this. We have our 3-drop for turn 3. We have a little bit of early interaction. The Trick Throw can let us transform extra just stuff into other stuff. 1 mana 1/1 village. 1 mana 1/1 village watch. Do I care about pinging that? I do not. We're going to hold on to this for their 2-drop play, quite possibly. And the snowball it actually transforms into could take care of this. Oh yeah.
Got you.
It draws 1 card, because Infiltrate will only trigger once, if it ever triggers. But that's still worth it. The question is, do I want to transform anything in my hand? I will transform the Check Raise, I think, into a Snowball. Deal 2 damage there, and then we'll transform the Check Raise. And then do we want to take care of a 1 mana 1/1 right now? Still not. Still not interested in just a vanilla 1 mana 1/1. They got me. There we go. Wisdom of the Elders. Loves to see it. We are going to Wisdom of the Elders here. It's a lot more nice when you're like holding it out with other interaction. But we just need to cycle through for a couple more cards here. All right, excellent. Loot-string bow here is going to be nice. Do I want to play this as a depleted sigil right now? Yes. I will play it as a depleted sigil. We will do the 1 damage ping here. Get in the 1 damage with the relic weapon. And I'm going to hold on to the sprite at this point in terms of being a stun interaction. We're going to want to have that pausing in there. The barbarians, we're probably going to also hold to actually multi-use them. This is only a 1/4. We can start playing the intellectual to try to draw cards, but I'm going to play the captain.
I don't miss.
Yeah. The idea is that if they kill it, Then we can eventually draw into it again, get some more free value, and it contests their Scaly Ron. Only unleash if you have another unit with flying. We do not. We do not. Do I want to use my Frostpack Sprite to pause this? It gets a flying unit on board, but I'm more interested in actually getting my card draw started. Oh, that's very rough. That is very rough. I could attack into it and use the Frost Snowball to ping it, but that's just so low value. That is so low value. That is not what we came here to do. We could sacrifice the pig in order to do the experimental chamber. I like that, but we're first going to attack with our intellectual and draw card. Excellent. That sigil is huge because that sigil allows us to do the unleash twice if we so wish. I'm thinking behind doing the chamber right now, sacrificing the pig. But nah, we get our value. We get our value.
With me, charge!
Then we pass there. Getting some nice value out there. Okay. We are now, there is a flyer that we now need to be concerned about. We could play the Frostpack Sprite as an interaction for that. It's contract 4, so that's 5 total. So we can play our hour first. Get that sigil, play the sigil, play this card, make a contract, attack with all of those. Oh. Okay, so they dealt 5 damage, so they had the, okay, so they had that. So now they can double block anything. What do I do if they double block something? So if they block this, I kill that, then those take care of these. That's rough. That's rough. I think this is just a pass turn here. It's just a 1/3 flyer. They haven't buffed it up with anything yet. So we are doing fine. We are doing fine. Fire Sigil. We could crack our hour here. But what if we didn't? What else could we do here? We could... Man, these being 1/4s is making life kind of annoying. Okay, we're going to play our experimental chamber. We're going to sacrifice our mana. We are going to exhaust. We're going to pay 2 and exhaust. We're going to exhaust our 2/2 in order to do some scouting. Do I need another body on the board? No, nah. We can throw that to the bottom because it would just cycle us into the next card anyways. We could attack one of... If we attack with both of these, they double block one. We deal 3 damage to it, ping it with a snowball. That is so low value, we are not interested in that. We do need to take care of this 1/3 eventually. Like, it is just a 1/3. I'm not interested in cracking it for the Totemites, because I don't get anything from the Totemites, because they automatically sacrifice themselves. So we're going to once again chamber. What are we exhausting here? Okay, what else could we do? I could Nevermore 1, ping it down, and then attack with everything to get the card draw flowing. That's 2 cards to take care of a 2-mana 1/4, which doesn't feel great, but it's re-unlocking the card advantage I'm trying to go for. And also allows me to... Oh! Well, that sucks. Oh, that sucks a lot. Oh, that sucks. Yeah, exhaust the 2/2. Crackling Hustler, go to the bottom. Attack with a 5/4. Okay, they're empty-handed. Empty-handed, no cards in hand. No cards in hand. We can just focus on what's coming down the pipe here. Tomorrow, at the same time, I will be streaming some Shadowverse. For those of you who are interested in seeing that. Do I Nevermore another one of these? Oh, that feels so bad. Everything feels so bad! I think I might just have to cash in. Yeah, we cash in here. I'm really hoping to greed value from the Griffin, is what's happening here. We are going to transform the already flyer into a 1/1 flyer, so that we can actually destroy it. And then that will take care of that, and then we'll go for phase for 6. The idea here the idea here, at least, of what we're going for. Alright, they've just been drawing cards and playing them. We are going to attack with this. Attack with our 5-4. We're going to scout with one of our 3-2s. This card has been giving us great value in terms of just looking at cards. Throw that to the bottom. Definitely don't need another sigil. Then we're going to play a Primal Sigil. That will allow us to play the 1-mana 1/1 flyer as just a 1-mana 1/1, and then still get 3 unleashed copies of the Griffin. I love Unleash. It allows you to take cards that are on rate and then do even more with them. Okay, an Ice Bow. Okay, we got an Enraged Serpent. That's good. That is good. You are never blocking with it against the 2/2. Did they ever trade the 2/2 here? I think so. So we attack with everything. Yeah, we attack with everything. This gets Frenzy value to get +1. When you... Oh! I completely misread Frenzy for a hot second there. Ruh-roh! Ruh-roh! We're going to do the... We're actually going to do the Hour of Shavaka now. Because these 3 extra powers is going to be an extra Griffin. It's going to be an extra Griffin, and that is the goal. Yep, they just have a 5-mana 3/5. And then here is where we are able to capitalize off of all this power. We play 1 Griffin. We play 2 Griffin. We play 3 Griffin. And we play 4 Griffin. If this was a regular sigil, we would have been able to get the 5th Griffin, but unfortunately we cannot. That's a 3/5, so we'll attack with the 5/4. We're probably going to just kill the 3/5 because there's been a double block. Should have attacked with the flyer. Should have attacked with the flyer. That's my bad. That's my bad. That's my bad. We're going to use our experimental chamber, exhaust one of our 2/2s. Yeah, throw that to the bottom. We just want more impactful stuff at this point. Alright, and now we have lethal in the air. I believe. There we go. I remember. Shortcut button. Press A to attack the all. So far, so good. So far, so good. So far, so good. I might have needed to tag myself as a new player, but I played the game back when it was exactly 1 expansion, the Empty Throne. That was the last time I played Eternal, and now that I'm revisiting a bunch of different games, I was like, let me re-download Eternal. Let me see what's up. Okay, so we can deal with an early just like 1-mana 1/1. We have card draw. We have all the sigils we need to get up to the captain. This is a keep. I couldn't think of a particularly different hand I would want to have. We even have the 2 primal sigils for the Wisdom of the Elders, so we doing fine. That Hourglass. Well, we do have the Barbarians that can take care of their attachments. So if the Endurance becomes too good, we know we just ping that off. We go pow, 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 pow.
Focus.
Summon, draw Time Sigil from your deck. Yep. Okie dokie. 1 damage ping doesn't do anything there. We play the Primal Sigils. We can play our Wisdom of the Elders. Technically leave up our fast spells. You know, this is the only one we have. Draw 2 new cards. Alrighty. Play a Fire Sigil, and then we'll play the Intellectual. If they don't play anything that gets to block this, we get our Chilling. I mean, technically that blocks it, but I mean without trading with it. That's the big thing.
We can rebuild.
Oh, you're warping in here. Am I interested in trading my 4-mana? Yeah. Well, your 4-mana 2/2 came off the top, so it was kind of like drawing a card. My 4-mana 2/2 gets to actually draw me a brand new card. I could use the bow. Deal it damage, ping in for 1, and attack. But then I'm not doing anything. This feels like pretty good value, because I would get 2 cards off of this bow. And getting extra cards is just value. Never punish! Let's go! Let's go! We drew a 4-drop. And then we just deal 1 damage to face, because we're not training. Woo! Man, if we didn't draw anything to play there, I was going to get so punished. But never punished. Just never be punished. A Warren Shield. Okay, big defenses.
True power lies
Oh, okay. Gonna be playing some big things, as is a classic. We exhaust to just ping that down. We play our Anthem unit. Still didn't make this large enough to slay anything, but we take our card. We're way ahead on cards, even though half our cards are sigils. Don't worry too much about that. Play a Fire Sigil, just be even. Do I want to Frostpack Sprite any of these? No. I'm interested in the first big unit they play. That's what we're going to want to lock down. Because if we're able to lock that down, then they're behind on aggression. Okay, here we go. The Barbarians. However, I would destroy the Shield and the Hourglass. That is technically maximum value because it is 2 attachments. Do I think that's enough value? It's probably fine. Yeah, it's probably fine. We'll take care of the Hourglass. Take care of the Shield. And then we attack in with everything. Draw another card. And then we draw another card. And another card. Alright, they stun my draw. No! My card draw! My card draw! I'm just going to play you as sack fodder for the chamber, I think, is what's happening here. So if I'm just sacking you to the chamber, I just play you. I just play you. Yeah, it's lost value because I don't get the Warcry, but I'm sacrificing it anyways, so the Warcry would not do it. Well, actually, it would have done something because they have no units with power on their side of the board. That is unusual. It's unusual. I'm not crazy for thinking that's unusual, right?
I don't miss.
Play another Anthem. Yeah, I just attack. Attack. We just straight attack. Ah, they're finally blocking some things. There is a world where play the chamber, sacrifice this guy, get a tapped thing, and whew! Feeling pretty good here. How's the audio doing for everybody? Are the audio levels looking good? Man, Orc is such a nice guy. Ah, shoot. Kind of silence. Oh, they got me with their hidden shiv. So now it does have a power. Okay, I think that's reasonable enough to stun it now. If the unit actually has power. We attack with everything. Yep. We save the Griffin for next turn. Actually, no, I forgot. They're dead right now. This Griffin is probably the best pick in the Forge. Not only is it a flying, threat in order to take care of having a 3-mana unit to stack some buffs on, because of its Unleash and that we have enough flying units to reasonably trigger that. It's also the finisher. I think Martech was very on the ball of identifying that we might have had a finisher problem, but with this Griffin that is like glued to our hand, we just have a finisher. And it's good against other aggressive decks as well. That's the huge part. Well, Hustler! Get hustling! Actually a hustling. This is just a constructed level play. 1 mana, 1/1, buff the top unit of our deck. What else could you need?
We take what.
Oh, strangers, I see. Oh, that's so good. We could try to get them with a Scale Hide. So we can bow ping them, attack this, but that's such low value. That's such low value just to take care of a stranger. The stranger is unfortunately a unit that we actually need to care about, though. Am I going to try to greed to get an extra 1 damage ping off of something else? I think Scale Hide, I think I'll be able to get them with Scale Hide. We already have 4 other sigils in total, and we will be drawing more. So do we want to bow this guy? I'm okay with bowing it if we're using the ping damage on it. And then we can save the actual 2 damage attack for both face as well as possibly something else coming down the pipe. I think that's incredibly worthwhile.
True power lies within.
Like that. Like we could ping that, then we still have one relic health left to ping down something else. Is this a turn where we just play Griffin on 3? That is the question. We get our value. Just play I think we just play Griffin on 3. As much as I would love to be greedy, I was talking, all about being finisher. That's the joy of the flexibility of the card. This flexibility really matters. Flexibility really, really matters. Oh, shoot. Oh, shoot. Well, that's not great. Because if we had the weapon to take care of this 5-2, that would be amazing. I think we're going to use the sprite to take care of the 5-2. Because the 5-2 is a little large for my taste. Attack with our 2 in the air. We have 1 debt overhanging next turn, but we'll have 4 mana to play with. So we'll still have the Scale Hide. If we want to just block and then use the Scale Hide. Second Forge Wolf. Okay. Yeah. We don't have enough for that. Just for the sake of safety, I'm going to attack with the Sprite. And leave back the 2-2 to block these. Because the 2-2 doesn't require... Oh, shoot. Scale Hide, let's go! Let's go! We got him. We got him. That is the goal. Okay. All their cards are on the table. We know exactly what we're looking at. And now we can play our 5 mana 4/3, which can block basically anything, and also Anthem for other flying units. It really, really does pull this whole thing together. They just drew a power, and they've determined they cannot attack. It'll be bad for them. Hoof Stomp, I'm probably going to save if they ever take care of this. We're just going to play the Serpent, and we're going to attack in the air. We'll leave our 4/3 on the ground in order to block things behind, because right now we still have lethal in the air due to the one attack Anthem. Go for the 1 attack Anthem. Bada bing, bada boom. We got it. We got it. We got it. All right, we just gotta do like that all the way until the end. All the way until the end. Man, flying units are so good. No matter what game it is, the principle behind having some level of unblockability is huge. Just the principle behind it. Am I this greedy? We have straight up 5 sigils in hand. We have nothing for the early turns. Nothing for the early turns. I believe her. I'm a believer. I'm a believer. What can I say? But where was I? Yes. The principle behind having some form of evasion on a unit is just, it's just so good. Whether it be, Eternal, Magic Gathering, Shadowverse with Ignore Ward. Cards that have Ignore Ward on the... can sometimes just, seemingly break the game. Tribute to something when played at the beginning of your player's turn. Okay, so it's a 1 mana 1/1 with Berserk. Okay, so the 1 damage pinging is going to be nice for this. Where was I? Oh, no spell card. Okay, this is a little bit more aggressive than I was hoping for. This could be a problem. This could be a problem. Do I just play the chamber now so I have it for later? This could be a problem. My greed might have gotten the best of me. Oh no! Oh no!
So many losses.
Drawing more sigils definitely has not helped. I think there's a very good chance we transform this 4/1 into a 1/1. Oh my god, stop it. Stop it. Stop playing cards. Stop playing cards. This is fine. This is fine. We're still at 14. We're still at 14. We get to play our first unit. So we have a blocker on the ground now. We have a blocker on the ground now. We attack for 3. We're down to 11. I see we're down to 11. Are they tributing? Oh, no, tribute is when... Okay, okay. That's good. That is good. It has overwhelm. That's not great. So we can use the sprite to either lock down the 5/5 or the 2/2. The 2/2 is almost as worrying as the 5/5 because it will get me eventually. Ah, this is rough. This is very, very rough. I think I locked down the 5/5. Yeah, I think it's a lockdown the 5/5 turn. Well, this can't block anything in the air anyways. Might as well swing in there. Due to the captain, we can trade here. I don't like it. I don't like it, but it feels very necessary. Oh my god. Okay, so they attack me for 6. Captain can block the 2/4. We can play intellectual. Do I sacrifice intellectual for an exhausted 5/4? Because the 5/4 eventually trades. I got aggroed down. That was my mistake. My mistake was being greedy with my keeps. Oh no! So that's all they're going for. I think I have to take it. We're dead in 4 turns to the bird.
Wreck them.
Oh gosh, this is not good at all. Sacrifice the hour. Too many sigils in the deck. Too many sigils in the deck. And with that, I think we're dead. We can block here, and then we can block here, but we're dead to overwhelm. No! Oh well. Don't worry. We're fine. We're fine. We're fine. We're fine. We believe. We're believers. Now I need to be more aware about my early plays because I just don't have as many of them as I want. The other thing I was just talking about being more aware of my early plays. I tried. I mulliganed. Okay. This is good. Having the Frostpack sprite this early is good. Because the other benefit of Contract is, like, in addition to it being like a 5-mana 1/1 thing, I can also just play it early when I know I'm not going to have a turn 3 play or a turn 4 play, so on and so forth. Pay 6 to give it +4/+4 this turn, and Mastery 6 your units get +1/+1. Yikes. So we're going to play the sprite. We're just going to stun it down now. Like, I'm going to play a sigil next turn and we'll use the rest of it. In theory, I could play the chamber if I didn't do that, but it's not that important. Yeah. Seeing the cartographer is very good here. It's very good here. It actually gives me something that's exciting to either sacrifice to the chamber, or something that's exciting to help flow things through. Oh, Fate in order to get an extra influence. Not bad, not bad.
I call on the
ramping. They're ramping. 2-mana 2/2 charge? What? How's that allowed? None? Oh, interesting, interesting. Oh gosh, this is very interesting. Play the Fire Sigil to get all of our sigil requirements. We could play the Serpent. If we play the Serpent, are we interested in trading? No, because we want the Serpent to stay. I'm going to play the cartographer.
No, it's around here somewhere.
Discard that Sigil. Don't need it. Attack for 1, this thing is never blocking. And then the 2/1 trades with the 2/2, like, as often as we get the chance for it.
Bravo!
Oh! Ooh, that's bad. That's very bad. Well, this one actually has Mastery, so I guess we trade with that one. But that's also a 6/5. That's It's also just a 6/5. We have the seat. Jesus. We play the captain. And then we hold up. Because here we have options. We can either throw both into the favored, because it's the big thing. We can throw just this, and we can just eat the 2/2. I think we just eat the 2/2. Getting hit for 6 is never fun. It's literally not. It's just what it is.
Taste life
But
everlasting.
okay, so now we can block that still. We can trade with that, and then we're gonna leave up the Nevermore in order to transform the 6/5 next turn. That's the play. They've gotten on the board better than us, but we are gonna be able to make our way back. I'm just gonna test something. I'm pretty sure when I give this flying, it becomes an illegal block. No! It works exactly the way that I want it to! Perfecto! That's exactly what we want to see. Primal Sigil. I can play the Frostkin in order to stun the life guy. Play the Chamber, sacrifice this guy to make it a slightly bigger unit. Attack with 4/3. As long as you don't have a thing with charge, we are good. They're down to 2 cards in hand. We're down to very few cards in hand as well. But we do have... Oh! You love that moment when you say you're down to 2 cards in hand, and then you get to draw not 1, but 2 new cards! Oh. They also get to draw 2 new cards. Fancy. Interesting. That was a very low value draw. I don't deny. Very low value draw. It's a 1-mana flyer. We're going to play the Serpent now. And we're going to attack with a 6/4 because we are interested in trading with the Wolf. Because if it does get to that Mastery 6, it becomes more difficult to deal with. And we just want to not have things be difficult to deal with. Yes, you have all the power you could ever want. Play a Sigil of your choice when your deck depleted. Yes, you have all the power you could ever want. you have nigh infinite power. Okay, the Hoof Stomp is very good to have. We are going to play the Cub, deal 1 damage there. We can play the... Do we play the Bow? What does the Bow do? What does the Bow do? What does the Bow do? We're going to exhaust our Cub in order to... Keep on top. Yeah, that's our card. That is one of our cards. Attack with both of those, I think? What do? They then attack with their 3/3. They would then attack with their 3/3. Or they could do a double block here. They never double block here. Then I trade with the 3/3 and that's fine? Oh, they did go for the double block. They determined they were done. Well, that makes my life very simple indeed. End turn. That makes life a lot simpler indeed.
Join us in the light.
1 mana 1/1. Oh, 1 mana 1/1. Got sorry for you, but ping. We have a thing with flying, so we get to play double drift. You have 4 toughness on the back row, so we'll ping with attack with both of those. Throw you down to 5. We have something to take care of any blocking units they play down. Bada bing, bada boom. And we take them down. Okay. Recovered from that slip up. We recovered from that slip up. That is A-okay. That is A-okay. Having recovered from that, we can then move on to the next one. We got two games left to go. 2 games left to go. I'm a believer. You a believer? I'm a believer. Hydrating is incredibly important, and it's very, very nice. We have the Cartographer. We're going second, so we're on the draw too. We keep this. Figuring out what to discard off the Cartographer is going to be the hard part. Because these are all the cards that we want to see. But that just means we're also in a good spot. There's a very good chance we discard the Fire Main Cup, because if we don't ping anything with it, then we're going to want to cycle it out for something else. This Cartographer does not draw us into a sigil, or we don't naturally draw a sigil, we would be in trouble. Play the Cartographer.
Somewhere.
We want all these sigils right now. That's the issue. We want all of them right now. So we discard the cup for now. It feels rough because there will come a time in the game where we do flood out, and that will be sadness. We do that. Do we just play the Griff now? Get started on tempo. We have the Sprite to go with the Griff for an endgame push. We can play the Griff. There's no problem to play the Griff now.
I shall do us proud.
Ah, a 0/5 blocker, one of the Onis. Oh, did they just play the sigil that does the like each player discards the top 2 cards of their deck? Interesting. We're on 4 manas. Attack for 2. We keep up Nevermore. If they play something big, we can turn it into a bird towards the end. Just kind of ping it down.
It's my honor.
Inscribe at the end of your turn double the of one of your units with less. Aha! Yes. Yes. We take care of that. We play our captain in order to buff things. It's not worth attacking with the 1/1 on the ground. Like, I would love if the 1/1 on the ground traded with the 1/1 in the air, but that's never happening. That's just not happening. Oh, contact 5. It can't attack or block unless it has more power than every other unit, though. So it's a 3 mana 4/4 with then contract 5. They're going to be spending a total of 8 mana worth of tempo. That's kind of rough. Kind of rough in terms of actually trying to do anything with it. So if we play the Sprite contract for something, and then this 0/5 is actually annoying. Attack with those. Then we leave up the check raise for that spell pierce effect if we need to pierce anything.
Brief incursion.
Discarding the top 5 cards of their own deck. Nothing that seems to do anything with that, really. Oh, perfect. 1 damage ping for the 1/1 flyer. Love to see it. 2/3 on the ground now. So our 1/1 is staying back. Do I want them to be able to hit me with their 2/3? No, I don't want them to be able to hit me with my 2/3. But being able to hit for 4 is very nice here. I think we go for it. We go for a bit more of a tempo, push. We're gonna block here. The 1/1 isn't doing a ton as is. We save the Nevermore for whatever they're possibly going to play. Oh yeah, Curse falls off because of its Exactly, that's exactly what I was talking about. Because now we can ping it with our actual relic weapon. We can attack there. Attack with both of these. And then we play the Fanged Serpent. We have the 4/2 in the air, which is also just 3 at base. Give an enemy unit -1 health. Oof. Okay, so that one's no longer stunned. No blocks, because we're just going to attack you for 4 in the air. Bada bing, bada boom. We wrap that up. Just like that. Nice! We are 1 win away from getting the Grande Prize. Man, I really like Eternal's CPU content, essentially. It feels nice to play. Like, even in other games where they have, like, CPUs, sometimes it doesn't feel as good. In Eternal, like, I think it just feels nice, especially because they have it so expanded upon. Man, we have 2 hours, but only 1 actual sigil. If we had a second actual sigil in this hand, this would be a key, but alas, alack, cannot be. We are facing off against the Dragon's Den. We have the bow. We're saving for the ping. Ah, 2 mana, 2/2 quick draw. Interesting. I still think we save the 1 damage ping. We save it for when it's important. The gorillas will probably get a target retreat. Tribute mastery 2 for flying, mastery 6 for +3/+3. Definitely don't want it to get to that point. Do we want to ping and then attack into it? Our bow has the ability to take out any 2/2 unit, so we're not on the board already, and our 3 mana play does not trade profitably with it at all. In general, we're not looking too good here, so it's probably important to just stay on the ball, stay with the things still happening. Man, I really want this win. I really want this win. Alright, they play their 2 mana 2/2. Somewhat expected. Somewhat expected. And having quick draw is definitely not nice for us, but that just means we're not blocking. And if we're not blocking, then we're going to want to play our attack. Engage the Serpent. The Overwhelm from the Hoof Stomp could trigger its Frenzy. Play Cowardice on an enemy unit. Can't block. Flying Deadly, and it also can't block. So we technically get to attack here for free, basically. We get to attack for free. But I'm not interested in taking 4 on the Crackback. So we are going to do the Overwhelm there, get the Frenzy proc, for the extra 4, and then attack. Because it can't block anyways. So they attack us down to 20, we have them down to 19. Ah, that's bad. Oh, that's really bad. That's really, really bad. Ooh, yikes. That's really bad for us.
Ignite!
Come on, 1 damage ping. No 1 damage ping. Okay, what can we do here? We can do the Hour of Linray, get ourselves a Sigil, play the Cartographer, so we can discard the Sigil if we really need to. Oh, this is rough. Oh, this is rough. Because the Sigil would also let us play 2 of the Gorillas. Next turn. Oh, that's rough. Our 2/1 trades with their 3/1. I'll discard the Sigil. They're going up to 4 cards in hand, and there's no way of knowing how many of them are Sigils, and I feel like we need cards that are action. Never mind. It looks like we're going to want to play the Barbarians next turn anyways. Jeezums. Okay, this is bad. Okay, that's good. Because I do believe that we do get to, if we double block the quick draw, it will only take care of 1 of them, and we'll still have the other one. So we can double block this guy, then the leftover one will block this one. 2 damage ping, it's only a Fire Sigil though. The cursed unit has, okay, that's really bad. That's really bad for us. That's really bad for us. Trade here. We need to take them. We just need to play something that's bigger than a 2/2. We should be able to do that, right? Crack our Hour, draw 2 cards, discard 1. Discard 1 of the Nevermores now that we have all that. Jeez. Okay, so that's a Fire Sigil they got. Still say no blocks for now. Because there's a chance they could play something very... Yeah, well, it's not actually bigger. Okay. Wisdom of the Elders. Get me some action. Get me some action. Excellent. Excellent. That's good. That is very, very good. What do we want to freeze, though? We can only freeze one thing. I think we freeze the... I think we freeze the lifesteal. Yeah. I think that's the play. We're still not in a great spot. Definitely not in a great spot. Oh my god, we need to stop drawing sigils, please. We might do the... Oh my gosh. We might have to do the Nevermore trade here of declare block, play Nevermore. I'm going to block with the Barbarians first. I'm going to try to save these for a bit longer because that play would feel so bad. Come on. You know what? We do that. We take those! Griffin MVP, let's go! Oh my god, Griffin MVP! Okay, so that means we now get the double/triple block on the quick draw. It will take care of one of our Griffins. That is inevitable due to its quick draw ability. But by having the triple block, we actually take care of it. And that is what is most important, is that we actually need to get that unit off the board. Okay, now we can retaliate. And that's good. That's good. Yeah, they're still at 13, which isn't great, but we're finally making a turnaround. And we have our blockers for when we do inevitably need to nevermore them. Yeah, you can have a 3-1. Ooh, experimental chamber. Oh my gosh, do I want to experimental chamber here? Because that gives us just a thing with the many, many more stats. So what can we do there? So we can attack with this. I think we attack with that. Play the chamber, sacrifice it. 25 more. And leave back a little bit of blockage. Because... Actually, we're going to Scry by exhausting our 1-1. Do we want a 4-mana 2-2 that draws cards? I think we're at that point. I think we can still afford to try to get value. Declare a blocker, block, turn you into a 1-1 flyer. Of course, this is intended, for higher value targets, but if that's the highest value target you have, that's the highest value target you have. Attack with all. Fight! So close. We're so close. We've stabilized. Experimental chamber, rest this unit. Put that on the bottom. We don't need it. Pass the turn. And I believe, unless they have something crazy here,
Today is a good day to die.
which that does not qualify as, we have 3 damage in the air. And 3 damage in the air. We take it. Massive, massive success. We get our gold chests, and we get our rank up reward. Nice. I didn't know they still gave you empty throne packs. Excellent, excellent. We take those. We absolutely take those. Yo, that felt great. That felt absolutely great, everybody.